Hello again, it's Monster Forge. And if you remember, in one of my recent videos, I showcased the Big Boy Hulk, the Doctor Doom, the Silver Surfer, and the Galactus minifigures. These are all BootLEGO, which is what I like to call them. It's basically counterfeit Lego figures. But in these cases, this is not like where they just copy an existing figure. These are all original designs as far as I know. I know some of these are just absolutely original, and that's what I like. But I'm trying to put together the Marvel Universe piece by piece. And it all started with the Galactus. I mean, why wouldn't you start with the Galactus? But I bought him because I thought, you know what, he would look really good next to the tiny little minifigures. And so when I got him, I got the Silver Surfer as well. And so, I already started. So the next thing I picked up was the Big Boy Hulk with the really cool articulation at the shoulders with ball joints and elbow joints. And he also has knees and hips. So he's really well articulated for a Lego figure. He's a bootLEGO. That's what I like to call him. But yeah, I fell in love with the design for this Hulk. I just think he looks so good. And he's silly because he's got the big beefy top and the little legs at the bottom. But he looks good next to regular Marvel Lego figures, which, I showed Doctor Doom off last time. And then I dropped him. Disrespectful. Yeah, the Doctor Doom. He's pretty sweet looking. Get him in the light here. I still haven't figured my lighting setup. I will. Everything is a work in progress with me always. But I had mentioned in the last video I made featuring these guys that I was going to add to my Marvel Lego BootLEGO collection. So I increased, and who's the first? When you've got Galactus, you've got Doctor Doom, you've got the Silver Surfer, what's the next step? Well, you bring in the first family of Marvel. And don't they look just absolutely sweet? Let's see if I can focus in on these guys. Sorry for the shaky cam. But yes, these are super sweet figures. Once again, all on Aliexpress, all of them perfectly BootLEGO. None of this stuff is actual Lego products. Especially him, because that isn't even a Lego design. Somebody, I think in China, developed these, more articulated and beefier designs. And I absolutely love this thing. I always loved Thing, but this figure is just like the bee's boobs. He is so cool, and he can turn his brows. Woo, look at me! But you can actually, if you can get a hold of his head, you can actually turn his head to the sides. He doesn't have a whole full range of movement, but look at that. How sexy is that, right? Yeah, with the grin. And one thing that I forgot to show when I got the Hulk, I don't know if I showed it or not. Maybe I did. My memory's bad. He doesn't only come with that expression, the expression, but he also comes with a expression. So each one of these bigger figures come with two heads. They don't do the head on the back of one head, which I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. I mean, I kind of don't like it, but I kind of do. You know what I'm saying? I prefer it this way, but I like just having the one headpiece to deal with. Now I gotta have a separate box to keep all my Lego extra pieces in. But yeah, the Hulk was designed that way, and Thing is the same way. I just think it looks good, and the tampograph stuff on there is so good. Like especially back here. What is my death metal band name? Here. Oh, here's the other letters of the alphabet. It's a stupid joke. Anyway, yeah. So I got Thing. He came in first because I ordered the. Come on, man. That head is hard to turn. which is good. It means you're not going to lose the part. It's pretty tight. Like, all of the tolerances on all of these figures are really good. Like, nothing's loose on anybody. And back in the past, if you were buying bootleg Lego back in the past, like especially from places like Dollar Tree or Rose's or, you know, whatever discount stores you have, Dollar General, the bootleg stuff was really loose and floppy. And it really didn't make building very fun. But these guys are good. And of course, we'll start with Reed. Does Reed have a... Oh, yeah, he does. I forget which ones have the head on the back and or face on the back of the head and not. But here's Reed, and you have to be very specific if you're looking for these guys on Aliexpress. I'm not going to be able to put any links to anything that I'm showing this one, because the things sell out so often, and like a lot of times you'll buy one and go back. Like what I do is whenever I make the videos, I go back to my purchase page and look at what I bought, and it'll have like the little display for what you bought, and you go to the actual link so I can link you guys to stuff if you like it, and it's been removed. Like the whole link with all the figures and stuff has been removed, and I don't know why that's the case. Maybe they're running away from licensing people or something. I don't know. But just go to AliExpress and search Marvel Lego, and you will see just absolutely tons of these BootLEGO figures. And they're awesome because, like I said, some of them are just original designs that Lego never made. Like, in particular, like this Doctor Doom is just such a cool looking minifigure. And it's honestly, it is the exact same quality as a Lego minifigure. But in a lot of cases, it's a lot more like details on them than Lego stuff. I'm loving this, man. I never was a big collector of the Lego minifigures. I had some in the past, but these are crazy because, like, if you look at the Fantastic Four figures, they've got, like, it looks like comic book. All right, be still, boy. I'm shaky. It looks like comic book drawings, like his legs and all, and like they have the side of the leg, and I just think it's really cool how they did that. So when you look for these if you like these particular Fantastic Four designs that are based more on the comic books than the movies, because when you look up, you know, like if you even look up like Fantastic Four Lego on AliExpress, you'll get a ton of them, and it's almost like no two seller has the same thing. It's like different designs and stuff. In particular, with like the Fantastic Four, it'll have the, you know, Pedro Pascal Mr. Fantastic or Reed Richards, and then one of them has the, what's his name, Ian Graffood or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but they'll have his face and design for the suit and everything. And that's cool if you collect the, you know, the figures from the movies and all. If you like the movies, that's great for you. But what I even like is they did the printing to make it look like he's wearing little boots. How cute is that? That's freaking cool. But that ain't all he's got in store because, well, first of all, like all of the Legos that have the double face, you can take the hair off, and then you get super serial angry Mr. Fantastic. But no, I like the other face better. It's just, oh gosh, it's gonna turn into a calamity like the last Lego video. Yeah, but I like that serious face, not the serious face. But you can, and this is something I don't do a lot because I don't trust. I mean, the plastic feels fine, but I don't trust any of the joints that have the little peggy thing with the split in the middle of it, because that's just asking to break. But, you know, I put the arms on just for the sake of making the video. He will stick in the other form. So what you get along with him, and understand, when I bought these guys, these were like $1.75 or $1.95 each. You get all kind of extra parts to do really cool Mr. Fantastic stuff. And I mean, if you're Mr. Fantastic, are you really ever not going to have a stretchy neck? I mean, I just feel like that's the way to go all the time. And he has parts. Come on, there you go. He has parts with the big stretchy fists and the long stretchy arms. And so, you know, how cool is that, right? Mr. Fantastic. And I just love it. And the fists are articulated. And of course, because the head plugs in, the head is articulated as well. So that's generally the way I keep him. That arm's a little loose. That's the first time it's ever been loose. It's probably because I popped it out earlier. It'll probably settle back down or whatever. And we've got Sue Storm Richards. And didn't have it in camera and not in focus. And she's cool too. She's got, you know, her body printing, focus. Her body printing looks like comic book stuff again, and she has cute little boots. They're not sculpted with that. It's just painted on there or tampographed. And she's got a cool little, like, serious face, like stuff's about to happen. But also with her, you can turn it around and you get the I'm gonna kick your butt, Sue Richards. So, and she comes with some accessories as well. Put her in the other face just because I like the other face better. She has these little attachments to simulate her invisibility factor. Weird. And they're pretty cool. It's basically those little disc Lego pieces and a little clip bar, and they fit together. But I thought it was really neat that that's included with the figure. Didn't have to. Another thing she is in that comes with her is old Frankie boy, Franklin Richards. And he's a little tiny baby Franklin Richards. And, you know, if we want to get technical about it, his head turns. Of course, he doesn't have a face on the back because he's bald. Silver Surfer, he didn't read the memo about that. So he has a face on both sides, and you can see it. But he even looks serious. He's like, wah. But also, you know, if you want to get really weird, he is compatible. And even stranger than that, we could have this abomination walking around. It's Sue Richards, the Bi-Beast. Anyway, so yeah, they're fun. I really love the Fantastic Four figures. Probably some of my favorite Lego figures yet. Okay, I like them all. What am I talking about? And the last one of the Fantastic Four figures is, of course, Johnny Storm. And I don't know if this one was meant to be specific to any movie or not, but it works. I liked his design best because he had the best flames, and also one of his accessories is just outstanding. But, you know, if it's supposed to be a particular movie one, that's fine. He still looks like, you know, a guy that's on fire. And what's really cool is he's got it's all done in translucent orange plastic. And even though he's got a see-through head, you can't see the other face. So you turn it around and he has a happy Johnny Storm face. Because, you know, Johnny out of all of them is the most happy and laid-back guy. He's also the most complex, if you ever read the comics. But yeah, he's got his little flamey things, and they're just attachments too. He's got a regular arm, but he got a little peg inside the flame effect, and you just put it in his hand. And I like to use I like to turn the hands like this, because the flame, it fits better in and brings it closer to the arm, so it looks more like a flame coming at an angle off the arms. But the coolest thing he comes with is this. And this is his base of displayage. And you can have it turned either way. This comes as a two-part piece that you put together. But when you put Johnny on it, woohoo! He's flying. And it will stand on its own without having a stand under it, but it is kind of prone to being knocked over. So it's probably best to use one of those little figure stands. And he came with one of those, but he's less likely to be knocked over. I mean, you can still knock him over, but it's not as easy. But he's really cool because if you lean his legs forward and put his arms out, it really looks like he's like flying up and over everything. I can't begin to tell you how much fun these new guys are. Anyway, so the Fantastic Four, got all of those guys, but I couldn't quit there. I had to get into The X-Men. Tilt this down. The X-Men. And of course, it's the Wolverine from the Wolverine Deadpool movie, which he serves just fine for like a regular Wolverine from the comic books to me. He's got the little scruffy face. He's got the long sleeves and everything, the shoulder pads. But I like that design anyway, so that works for me, and I'm happy with it. His shoulder pads are removable. It's just a little piece that goes between the head and the neck. And his claws are removable, but I ain't going through that mess again. It was pretty hard to get the hands lined up just right and put the right kind of pressure to get them to pop through the thing that holds the claws in place. But I'm glad that they aren't just the little clip-ons, because those things have a tendency to break. So these are like, you know, aside from pulling the hands off and taking them out, they're pretty much non-removable to me. Now, he comes with, now that looks weird, I know. It looks really weird, like he's got a headband. But, and I really don't understand why they didn't just give him white eye hole things. But this is so that when you put the mask on, he has the white eyes underneath. And it's pretty neat. It's just, it looks really weird. Looks like he's going out for a jog. And they also have a face that's, you know, more Hugh Jackman, like regular Hugh Jackman and all. And he comes with the hair. So you can have him looking more like the Hugh Jackman Wolverine, which is cool. And you can put the mask on him, and you can see his little eyes. You'd have to kind of get it adjusted right. But I mean, that's cool too. But I'm always going to prefer the white the white-eyed Wolverine. And just to show you, the shoulder pads are just one piece that fits over. You can have him without the shoulder pads, and he looks, you know, he looks perfectly fine without them. But I've always liked Wolverine with the shoulder pads. So we'll put the shoulder pads on him and leave out his head. Get his head back on. And like I said, I like the white eyes. So, oh, there we go. So that makes me very happy. I giggled like a little schoolgirl whenever I first put him together. Because out of all the Lego minifigures that I wanted besides a Hulk, I wanted a Wolverine. So now I have a Wolverine. He can stay over there with those guys. But, you know, Wolverine's X-Men, so we couldn't stop there. Of course, we had to get Beast. And he's another one of those that's built on that Hulk buck. This time he has different hands. They're kind of the clawed hands, which are really cool looking. And, yeah, he just looks sweet. He's got little hairs on him. He's kind of based more on, I guess, he's based on the X-Men cartoon from the 90s. That's what he looks like. He's that same, like, Technicolor blue. He has the ball-jointed shoulders and the elbows and, you know, the knees and stuff that regular minifigures don't have. And I like his little X-Men belt. And he's also got little dark blue or black little underoos that he wears. But you can certainly take this head off and you can make him the scholarly scientist Beast with his little glasses. If he had a little book, I'd have him holding a little book. I'll have to get a little Lego book or something, because that would look great with him. But yeah, he's super cool. I like keeping him in the just regular, ready to fight Beast look. So, yeah. Rawr, I'm the Beastie. Old Hank McCoy himself. Yep. So there's him. And, you know, while we're dealing with we got, let's see. We've got, I already gave you a sneak peek there. Did you see me mess up? Of course, I had to get Colossus. And this Colossus is definitely based on the Deadpool, was it 2? Yeah, the Deadpool 2 Colossus. But he looks cool. I always like that design anyway. And what's really fun is they gave him Arnold Schwarzenegger's head. Get to the chopper! You know, but he's got that head, and he also has a more, like, grim and... Now, this thing gave me a fit getting it off of the head before. So, Okay, it worked that time. But he has more of a, like, a grim, determined look. Almost sad. Which is, you know, kind of fitting. Because Piotr is kind of sad a lot of times with all the stuff that's going on with him. But anyway, yeah, same articulation as the other guys in the Hulk buck. But like I said, I like it. This one, both of them look like Arnold, but this one, oh man, here we go. There we go. This one just screams Arnold to me, and more than anything else, it screams of Arnold screaming. So yeah, there's the X-Men now. So I have all of them. Do I have any more heroes? Well, some people would say he's an anti-hero, but you know, hey, sometimes he's a hero to some people. I got the Punisher, and he's really cool. Like, he's not based on any of the movie designs. He's his own dude. He comes with these freaking awesome guns. I think he has, yeah, he has a scarred up, battle hardened head with blood and everything, which is something you wouldn't see on a Lego, I don't think. I could be wrong, but mostly Lego stuff is really fairly peaceful. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. I love his hair. And I like that it's the closest of the Punisher BootLEGO figures that I found. It's the closest to the skull. It's not perfect, but it works for me. And yeah, he's cool. So is that it? Nope, not it. I got two bad guys. First of all, nice audience. Hulk needs a baddie, so why not have the Abomination? Now, caveat. This isn't the Abomination that I originally ordered. Something happened. There's a regular Abomination, and then there's like a zombie Abomination. And I didn't want the zombie one. And I clicked on on Aliexpress. It's the first time I've ever had a mistake like this happen. I clicked on the regular Abomination figure listing, and it came up initially with that in the little order menu or whatever, and I went ahead and signed off on it. And what came, like, I noticed it after I had paid for the thing. I noticed that the listing was, or the thing in my invoice was this Abomination. And it's not a horrible figure. It's just, I just wanted the regular Abomination. But, you know, I can kind of accept this kind of messed up, gnarly one because it's such a well-designed figure. I really like how they did him. They did the little fin ears and everything. And they did this cool fin down the back. And that was an extra piece you have to plug in. But it looks so cool on him. And I like the tampograph stuff. The regular Abomination, the main difference is these little places, the patches that look like flesh torn away or like bone and stuff like that. And the eyes were a little bit different, and the nose was, he didn't have like a skeleton nose. But I'll keep this one, and if I find any more of the regular ones, I'll go ahead and get an extra just to have, you know, on hand. Because I just wanted the regular one to go with my Hulk. But yeah, I think they still, even though he's got the zombie-licious look, I think they still look good together. I guess I can kind of say that he looks sort of like when back in the 90s, Peter David and Dale Keown, did I pronounce that right? Keown? Yeah, it's Keown. They had a story where the Abomination had gotten all nuked up, like messed up from a vat or something he got dumped in. And he was all gnarly looking. So I guess that's that Abomination to me. His extra head is just, it's not really much difference. It just has the teeth together. Like the mouth is a little bit more closed. So, yeah. Don't need to do a head swap on that. And the last thing that I got is just, I got it because it was cool looking. And really, you want cool looking things. But I got the Lizard. And in particular, it's the Lizard from The Amazing Spider-Man, which I really like that movie. The first one. I didn't care for the second one that much, but I like the first one. Because to me, it was like they really dealt with what are the downsides of being Spider-Man. and he just looked absolutely wrecked. He looked absolutely wrecked during most of the movie, talking about Peter Parker. And it was just, to me, it was really gripping, a gripping story. So, yeah. So here he is. He's got really cool eyes. And the way he works is, it's hard to get it off, but I should put this head on the Kermit that I have. But he's got two different heads, and one of them has like little regular pupils, and it has one that has the lizard pupils. Because I know in the movie he had more like his pupils were more like that with the round pupils. But and that's a nightmare right there. Look at that. But you know, you just put that on there and you get the lizard eyes, and I really like that. But he's got a cool design in that he has the digitigrade legs, so you know, sort of like the chicken legs. And they're really cool because you can still line up the feet so that you can have him posed walking, and he'll still fit on like pegs and stuff like that, which it has to be the special pegs for the bigger guys. But you can, you know, have him doing the Sasquatch walk or whatever. But that's a really cool thing. And again, the tampograph stuff on him is really nice, like the scales and all. But another thing that he has is the tail. And that just looks really cool. And that adds to the character a lot. It just fits in with these little pegs. I would have shown the Abominations off, but his fits in so tight, I'm afraid to pull it out. This one fits a lot more loosely. Loose enough to the fact that sometimes I knock it off, and I might just put like a little drop of super glue in there and keep it on, because, you know, I don't plan on taking these guys apart. I want them to just be really nice looking dudes on the tabletop. But anyway, that is, you know, see all this chaos here. This is the BootLEGO. Oh, that's actually a pretty cool shot with Galactus, like maybe stepping on him. Yeah, I might make that for a thumbnail. What do you know? Maybe. I doubt it. But anyway, that's the BootLEGO collection so far. And they're really cool figures. They're cheap as dirt. The most expensive ones, well, of course, like the big Galactus. And I saw the other day, they not only have a big Galactus on Aliexpress, now they have a big Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen. Now, I haven't seen any Watchmen figures, but if the minifigures of Watchmen start coming out, I might have to get the Dr. Manhattan to go with them. But that's just really cool that they have a big Dr. Manhattan. For people that don't know comic books, I'm sorry, it's a lot to explain. But anywho, these are the bootleg Legos that I've been collecting, and they look so good, and they make me so happy. And I think that's all I really need to say about that. If you like these guys, like I said, the best thing you can do is just go on Aliexpress, because I've tried before to link to stuff and then it doesn't show up anymore. But just go on Aliexpress and look up Marvel Lego, or the specific, like The Thing Lego, or, you know, Abomination Lego, or whichever property, like Fantastic Four, X-Men, whatever. And you should find somebody that's selling them. And maybe not all of these are like your favorite versions. Like they have different versions of the Punisher. But I just wanted one that was more like the comic books. So have fun looking, and I hope you find exactly what you're looking for. And I will see you in the next video. Love you guys. Goodbye.